Just having an ace with the king, blocking straights, unblocking bluffs, like, I don't, this feels too good. And I mean, he's not overbetting or anything, so that's nice. Also, just flop 2 pair over here. This should be fun. 8 pairing should be okay. I actually don't mind bet here. Like, we'll actually get called by a decent amount of worse hands. Seems a little bit flimsy, but I think this is okay. I think the 5s just fold. Pop over here, 2 kings. Pete and Ashley, how you doing? Oh, okay. All right, click call. Up against an ace-king. That king on the turn is awesome. Means he's drawing dead. Lovely to see. Nah, Pete and Ashley, I've never really done anything looking at stats, results by positions, stuff like that. Okay, ace, queen in the big. Not bad at all. The Jerry goes for the limp. Vin Diesel tries to ISO him. I say no thanks. This is a bit dangerous. I think we're still going for bets, and I don't think I benefit from going larger here all that much because the pot's already like quite inflated. And this is just probably just jam. And alright guys, we are up against a flush draw. He banks, which means we are losing that one. Okay, getting flatted by, random guy on the button. We're looking to get squeezed. No squeeze. Instead we go 3-way, and this is actually kind of a fun spot where, like, I'm gonna go for a bet. And like, obviously I double block top pairs for both players. But like, the majority of big blind's check raising range is going to come from hands that connect with the 3 and the 6 rather than with the ace. So like, even if we block that, like we block some of his calling range, we don't block all that much of his check raising range, which is fun. And there's the check raise. Just gonna go call here. I feel like rebetting is probably setting a little money on fire. And then the 3 pairs. He has a few 3s, but I think a lot of those 3s would actually just keep betting out. I am going to check this one back. Oh, that's a fun one. Also, I have the nuts straight over here in a 4-bet pot too. Okay, no, actually get this table out of here. This is going all in. This is calling. This is calling. Betting. Oh, geez. Okay. All right, the aces didn't get the action on the river, which is a shame. Like, the 6 paired 2, and he could have easily led that. We're in a 4-bet pot here against Cherry, where, like, I mean, this is a texture where I think you want some rips, and just like ace jack seems like a rip. Just kind of shrug, go for it. Looking to not get snap called. Hey, there we go. So that's 1 overcard and like 1 overcard and a flush draw against queens. So basically flipping on the flop. Getting 3-bet by Cherry over here, and I think the ace-8 is borderline, but okay. This is a decent flop. Luke, I have a 1982 CB900. What am I doing here? I mean, I guess I'm small betting. But you know what? I like check. I like check when I have the ace-8 of spades. If I have like ace-8 of hearts or clubs, I mean, or diamonds, but no, that's impossible. Like if I have one of the other suits, then I think betting's a lot more attractive because I'll actually get check called by a bunch of like ace-8, or I'll get called by like a bunch of like ace-king, ace-queen, ace-jack, and even just like worse ace-highs that will gravitate towards like the spade-spade combos. So I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but like if we want to check back some of these, then that seems okay. I feel like betting turn is kind of mandatory, and I'm gonna go half here. It's a bit of a silly spot because I don't actually have all that many 7s. I'm gonna have like a small amount of things like, you know, maybe 2-pair or a set that checks back flop, but like if I'm gonna have a 7, it's gonna be either exactly a 7, which one of them is like the diamond combo, which I'm probably not checking back. This is a call. It's not a happy call, but it's a call. And like all the other 7s that I have are gonna be like 7-6 and 8-7, which are, yeah, just like 2-pair on this flop. Alright, Cherry, you can have your stack back. We don't fold ace-8 there. It's too strong. So we end up going 4-way here. I'm on the button with an ace-3. The fact that Cash Miner is betting here just to begin with is kind of scary. But I mean, we got top pair plus a gutter plus backdoor straight flush draw. I feel like Cash Miner isn't going to go bet flop check turn with a whole bunch of good aces. So I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of safe to just toss out a little bet here. Get something out of the small blind. And get called twice and then hit a full house. So I pull ahead of pocket 5s and pocket 4s, which is amazing. And I mean, I don't really know what I should be betting here. I feel like this should be kind of half pot. There's like one combo of ace-5 that will like check rip on me. One combo of ace-4 that can check rip on me. But otherwise, we're doing fine. And get called by the small blind, and we're just good. Perfect. Full houses are usually good. And he... Pocket jacks? What? So he flats pocket jacks, calls a flop bet, calls a turn bet, calls a river bet on ace-ace 5-4 3. A lot less fun than like the blind versus blind stuff. Okay, so 2 jacks on board. I don't know this guy at all. He's new to the table. Starting out with just like quarter pot seems okay. Starting out with half pot I feel like seems a bit big. Now, I don't know if it's terribly relevant because I don't know what types of hands he's going to be peeling, but this is a spot where I do double block queen jacks. I think like both queens and kings, like with these suits, where I just like unblock the double flush draws, I think these are reasonably attractive chips. Why am I just like shipping in every freaking 4-bet pot I get into today? It's a little bit less than a pot size bet. And alright, either we're ahead or getting slow rolled. One of the two. Guy doesn't know me at all. Why would he slow roll me? Alright, get called by 9s and we are good. Let's go. Meanwhile, over here, 40 bucks in the middle, and we have queens here again. What the hell? Like, I don't know, just like small overbet seems okay. This guy doesn't seem to like to fold, and I mean, in theory, sometimes he raises too. But yeah, we're just going to play this table. This is the table where I had the ace-king, the queens, and now the queens again. This table is a little bit out of control. This is the guy who just called me off with the 9s. So am I going to give him stack back, or am I going to... Oh. Now this is interesting. This is a situation that you don't actually, or I don't actually see all that much. I'm going to go for the overcall here. And... so Mr. Krabs is in a bit of a spot because like he can't shove or anything. I'm 300 blinds effective with him and I have position on him and just like a completely uncapped range. I'm going to be very wary of his range here. I will like insta stack off against this guy. And okay, so 1, I think my hand is decent, and 2, I think this range actually does kind of well for me. I don't think Mr. Crab is going to hit this board all that much, but I mean, he has overpairs, so, you know, there's that. Now we get this 4 straight, and I feel like I'm kind of in a really weird spot. Like, if I just had, like, a random pair of 9s, like a 10-9, or if I had, like, an ace-8 or something, I think I'd be turning it into a bluff, like, every time. But I think something like queens, it's just in a bit of a dumb spot, and checking it back seems okay. And then 100% fold the river. I'm going to bring us over here, though. Oh, actually, we hit. Cool. Just, like, block this or something. Getting pulled 4-bet by Jerks and queens is just always a jam. Queen on the river? That is not a queen on the river. Okay, so pop over here. I just kind of went for a medium bet because, like, I don't know, maybe he's got some ace queens, ace kings he wants to call. I assume a lot of full houses and like trips are probably still betting on turn. We're gonna raise these. Also gonna come over here and call a 3-bet with Jack 10, flop a flush, no biggie. And he starts off with a bet. When he starts off with a bet of this size, I think we're like on literal 0% raise territory. Our raises start coming in if he sizes down to, you know, something like $4, $3. But that is clearly not the case here. Now, this is a small blind versus cutoff spot, so like I think the only flush that he can have that beats me is literally king queen, because there's no king jacks, there's no king tens, and I guess he could 3-bet king 9 maybe. We're going call. Going for the call, of course. If he goes for a check, it's super easy jam. And pocket eights, the set is no good, sir. Just going to pop over here. I'm new to a table. This guy has 20 blinds in front of him, so we're going to shove 9s in his face. This is my very first hand at the table. And he calls. We are flipping against an ace-jack. That is a good run out so far. Is the river good? It is not. All right. And my table here sat me out and froze, which is a shame. I have 360 big blinds here. Why are you always making me nuke my good tables? And he had 9-5, which, I mean, frankly, seems like a candidate that could have tried to turn itself into a bluff. Okay, well, I flopped a flush. We actually roll low, though, so we're going to go for a check here. And, okay, actually, hold on. Pop over here. We are getting all in against Jerax in a 3-bet pot with the nut flush draw up against 10-7. He turns a full house. Yeah, okay. Can't beat Jerax today. Gonna go ahead and click a call against 60 here with the 7-6. Very mediocre spot. And versus quarter, I think this is appeal. I don't know if this is a raise. Like, I think we want to be like really pocket pair heavy when we're raising. But yeah, we're at least peeling. Turn a gutter, and I mean, like, that's not worth all that much. So if he bets again, it's just going to be a fold. If he checks to me, yeah, probably pretty aggressively start betting. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he goes for a check, and I mean, like, what, half pot on turn is a very reasonable size. And okay, so swing and a miss on the draw. This is 100% follow through with an all-in on river, provided he doesn't lead into me or anything, which he did not. I'm just going to take a moment and then we're going to ship it. And ideally not get snap called. And we've dodged the snap call. Now we need to dodge the tank call. Tank call is things like pocket queens, or just like a 10-9 suited or something. Hey, there we go. Never make it easy. They never snap fold. What gives? Okay, so monotone board, but we're against a guy who's playing like every hand. So, I don't know. That's awkward. I'm going to try to do the fancy thing and just go for the check on flop and just like check raise them all in. Because he, like, the pot's, I don't know, kind of inflated. He bets pretty big here too. And so, I mean, he's what, folded like one hand out of the 18 since he sat down. And, I mean, we're ahead against an ace-queen, and we hold. There we go. Did I finish answering that question, by the way? I mean, I enjoy being a professional poker player. I enjoy being a streamer. Like, I'll get burnt out on it once in a while, just like you do any job. But that is, that's not that bad. We'll have the raise here, king-queen. And, yeah, I was in engineering before poker. It's a decently salaried industry. It's okay. Unforeseen negatives or positives playing poker full time. Yeah, okay, just hold on. This is gonna be a call. This actually can be a rip pre, like if we want to be really cheeky about it. But like call is gonna be the standard play, and we flop pretty well. I'll answer your question in a moment. when he goes like close to 1/3 here, we actually do check raise these quite a bit. Got the 34 roll though, there's no way we check raise that much. So just like start off with a check call on flop. Oh, pick up the flush draw. And I think like if we face bet on turn, I think this is like one of those hands that never raises. Okay, so I mean he did size down on flop, which means he can have a few nines. That river seems quite good. Check raise river? I don't think so. Okay, so we're gonna go like B75 here. I think this is all right. A really, really gross spot if he jams on me. Where is bluffs coming from if he jams on me? Okay, he goes for the call. That's perfect. Like, I don't know. Is he's supposed to jam like some low pairs? I feel like something like ace queen, ace jack, like that stuff's never gonna jam. And okay, yeah, queens is like basically always a 5-bet here, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Getting called, and well, that's no fun. He has the hearts covered, so it's a queen and a queen only on the river. I think that's like, what, the 3rd time we've ran like pair into bigger pair all in pre today. So I checked back flop. This guy leads turn. We're gonna raise. Turn set is nice. Flush comes in and full house comes in. And then he leads. I think the only play is jam. Pot size raise is 63. Yeah, so like 1.5 times pot. Icebird, how you doing, man? If you want the latest on the challenge, the command is just challenge. No, maybe I should just bet this anyways. Not think too deeply about it. Okay, so what I'm thinking about is the fact that Bob has a really, really high incentive to flat some monster hands. Because if boss is still tilting, he flats aces here, boss goes for the jam, I call or I ISO, and then his trap just works perfectly. Actually, like, check on this turn. So, like, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that villain's range is, like, completely uncapped here. And I mean, it's even if he has normal calling range completely uncapped, he can just have ace-queen just normally. But yeah, this is a nasty spot. Nice spot for me to check some full houses. I don't have a full house. It's a nice spot for that. Gonna go for the check call. And the 3 on the river, I mean, it hits his pocket 3's bluffs, I guess. I think this just needs to be call. Just having an ace with the king, blocking straights, unblocking bluffs, like, this feels too good. And I mean, he's not overbetting or anything, so that's nice. Yeah, he did hit his pocket 3's bluffs. That's a shame. Ooh, okay, round 2. Did villain make a mistake by not betting when I had Jack 10? Oh, geez. I need to remember what hand I had Jack 10. We got ourselves a 3-bet against Shellstov. We're not that deep. We'll just go ahead and go for like the 10 BB sizing.